What is up and welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. This is going to be my review for Delivery Man, starring Vince Vaughn, Cobie Smulders, and Chris Pratt. Now, I know what you may be thinking right off the bat. Vince Vaughn movie. Maybe, maybe not. And to top it off, a remake that just happened like from a couple years ago. Yes, this is a remake. Originally a French-Canadian movie called Starbuck. And my apologies, I don't even remember the director and writer's name. But he is the very person to direct the original. And he also wrote and directed the remake. I have no idea why that even happened, especially for such a random small movie like this. But I guess he really wanted to convey his message on all perspectives, whether they be an American perspective or the French-Canadian perspective. Either way, we have this little remake film in comedy drama of epic proportions. And I say epic because the whole premise is really, really far-fetched, but the movie sells it. It really does. And as over the top as that situation is, a man donating so much sperm for reasons explained in the film that Vince Vaughn and the original character do, that, well, you end up with over 500 kids when a sperm bank just fucking just lets everybody have your sperm. Once you get past that, the dilemmas become real, and it really does show the evolution of the character, become this very low-life slacker, and something that Vince Vaughn has played before, but this time he's not that fast-talking, just that fast-talking stuff, talk, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna just go over there, just do some stuff, you're gonna do some stuff, I'm gonna do some stuff, it's not that kind of Vince Vaughn movie right here. He does his Vince Vaughn shtick every so often, but he slows down. He actually acts, and you see the moments of emotion that ride through his character, and that's a good thing. I'm very happy to see Vince Vaughn try a little bit of acting in there, much like Owen Wilson did for Midnight in Paris. This is kind of his movie. It's definitely more comedy than something like Midnight in Paris, but this still had a lot of heart to it. Even for a remake, I've yet to see the original, by the way, so for those of you who are curious to ask me, unfortunately, I've yet to see it. But I do know it's on Netflix, so for those of you who may want to even check that out, feel free to do so if you got Netflix. Really just thinking about this movie, it could have been taken so over the top, but it was just very down to earth and grounded in this very absurd, over-the-top premise. And I really like that about this movie. The writer-director, he did a really great job of redoing his own film, having new actors to play off of, Vince Vaughn and Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt as his friend/lawyer, that, of course, this kind of thing, there's a dilemma in the film that all the children want to know who their father is, and that's the other main driving force. Should he reveal his identity? Should he not? And the whole court situation, hence why Chris Pratt's character comes in and says, you know what, Vince Vaughn, I'm your friend, and I'll be your lawyer as well. Let's just get through this together and see what happens. And their delivery, though, with one-liners and witty banter, loved it. Good to see Chris Pratt getting into a lot of films lately. I'm a big fan of his from his character from Parks and Rec, and I'm really hoping he'll do an awesome job in Guardians of the Galaxy. Just overall, I'm really happy that their characters were just so great to watch on screen. Really the true driving force of the comedy throughout this movie. And Cobie Smulders, good to see her in another movie as well. She was awesome in The Avengers as Maria Hill. And granted, her role here is just a little bit of the girlfriend role, but she at least has some heart into it as well. But overall, the supporting cast as well, such as Bobby Moynihan, and the guy who played the father to Vince Vaughn in this movie was also really great. Overall, absurd premise, very solid message about no matter how weird a family situation can be, even if it has over 500 children in it, it's still family and it's still something to cherish. And I really like that behind this film. Had a lot of heart to it, actually pulled at my heartstrings in there a couple times. Yeah, it's just a very crowd pleaser type movie. It's nothing original, literally. It's been remade now, but the premise, I guess, is what the most unique thing about this movie is. The premise. My apologies, can't speak today. But I enjoyed this movie a lot, and I think you all will too. I definitely recommend it. I love me some good comedies, especially when they got a nice heartfelt purpose behind them, when it's not overly cliched and cheesy. And it had its moments like that too, but still, I bought into it. I liked it a lot. I love the performances in here. Vince Vaughn was very, very good in this film. Good to see him actually pushing a little bit of acting down his way of all the comedies he's done. Overall, I really enjoyed it. My final rating is a good solid 8 out of 10. I definitely say see it in the theater. It's a very, very interesting and fun comedy drama film. So thank you for watching. If you have a Google Plus account, good luck, and feel free to comment below if you'd like. And what are your thoughts about the movie film? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff in between. So until next time, I'm Anthony Flores with Worth Watch, and keep going to the movies.